Hello, New Delhi. Bluetooth mode.
Many days away. Best of traditional wedding. Kí lorúkọ ètò náà? Best of traditional wedding. Ètò ìgbéyàwó tó bọ̀ ní lọ́gbọ̀n. Best of traditional wedding. Ṣé ti gbọ́? Come on. Ètò best of traditional wedding ó lọ lọ́wọ́. Kí lorúkọ ètò náà? Best of traditional wedding. Ètò ìgbéyàwó tó bọ̀ ní lọ́gbọ̀n. Best of traditional wedding. Every Tuesday on Instagram, every Tuesday on Facebook, 6 p.m. UK time, every Tuesday on Facebook. Ètò ìgbéyàwó tó fún mi lóye. Best of traditional wedding. Ètò ìgbéyàwó tó fún mi lóye. Best of traditional weddings. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò yìí. Ẹ̀yin tèmi nílé lóko lẹ́yìn odi, mo kára lé, mo kérò ọ̀nà, mo kọ́kùnrin, mo kọ́bìnrin, mo kọ́mọdé, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo kí àgbàlagbà wípé ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò yìí. Lórí ètò wa, ètò yín, ètò kan náà tí gbogbo wa mọ̀ sí ètò ìgbéyàwó. Let's talk traditional weddings and more with Bùnmi Majorious. Àwọn kó tó di pé àṣùnkóhun gẹ́gẹ́ bí ṣe wà lórí ètò yìí. Ẹ̀yin ò rí pé ká gbé bàfọ̀bà kọ́dá ayé, ọba ṣẹ̀dá ọ̀run, ọba lánàá, ọba lénìí, ọba títà ayérayé kọrin kése. Ẹlẹ́bùrú ìkẹ́, ọba tuntun ní ipa tó pọ̀ tí ò pa ní ṣe ló ń pa nínú. Ọba tó ṣọ́ wa látọ̀sẹ̀ tó kọjá títí dèní, ọba tí kò jẹ́ ká rohun fáyọ̀ bí òṣùpẹ́. Father Lord, we give you praise, we give you honor for the opportunity to go since last week, and we came back this week, hail and hearty. Lord, be thou glorified, be thou exalted. And we give you praise, oh Lord, for another beautiful episode. And this episode is not just an ordinary episode, it is the finale of season 14. It's not just the finale of season 14, it's also falls on a special day. You can see me now. Hey, you get why you get why. Red from head to toe, you get why. You can guess why. Why am I in red from head to toe? You get why. I can see some people online already. Please remind people that we are online, we are live. Some people have forgotten. Some people would say, oh my God, if only somebody had reminded me, I would have been able to join you. Please remind people. Also, please remember to click on the share button. Share. Let people know that Eto Igbeyawo is live. I was asking if anybody knew why I'm in red tonight. Why am I wearing red from head to toe? It's obvious. It is the love season. Hey, the atmosphere is red. Everywhere is going red because it's a special season as well. It's a love season. It's the Valentines season. Today's episode happened to fall on a Valentine's Day. And of course, I always tell people the first love is your self-love before anybody else. Let's forget about boo or no boo or whatever. Let's think about our self-love already. Let's appreciate ourselves and let's thank God for the gift of life. Also tonight, I want to appreciate the amazing people that are supporting us on this show, especially the amazing chorus, jewels and laces. Any kind of thing that you need for your special occasions, whether weddings, whether birthdays or whatever you want to have, accessories, gold, jewelries, any kind, go to chorus, jewels and laces. They have them, and they also have a branch where they call it ready to wear by chorus jewels, and it's where you don't need to worry about tailor. Somebody will be there to give you exactly your size. Also tonight, I want to appreciate the amazing Lizelle Fabrics all the way from Dallas, Texas. Thank you so much, Lizelle Fabrics. They also sell fabrics, they sell gold, they sell jewelries, and they help you do ashwabi as well. They are based in Dallas, Texas, but they can send messages anywhere in the world. Also tonight, I want to appreciate the Celebration International Magazine. Celebration International Magazine. Wow. These people, if you need your event to be on the magazine or you need a photographer that will come and take your picture, contact Celebration International Magazine. They will be happy to help you and also put your event on the magazine. Also tonight, I want to appreciate the amazing First Rate Global in Nigeria, in Shagamu, Ogun State, where they will help you to buy landed properties, or if you're looking for someone that will help you build a house without fear, please contact First Rate Global. They also sell blocks, for buildings and accessories, all these kind of things. First Rate Global, they are in Shagamu, Ogun State. Contact them.
Yes, let us see. I want to appreciate all those that have joined us. Thanks to those that are showing love already. Happy Valentine. Yes, so thank you so much, ma'am. Sisaye Wandeola Jide, thank you for joining. Thank you, Dapirufi. Thank you so much, Funky Foki. Thank you, Azan. I don't know whether I said that name properly. Thank you, everyone that has joined. Please remind people that the show has started on a special day like this. Actually, it's a special one. It's an amazing one. So please, if you can see me, whether you're on Instagram, on Facebook, or on YouTube, please remind people. As I always say to you, my name is Oluwabumi Oshiberu. Most known as Bumi Make the Royal Salaga Duralaga Joko MC event planner with godly swagger. Thank you to those that are already showing us some love and congratulating us on a day like this. God bless you. Okay, in order not to waste time, let me quickly, as our usual practice on this show, we always bring our topic on with music. So I'm going to play some music. Thank you so much. Some people are showing us love on Facebook. Also, I wanted to use this opportunity before I forget. Yes, I want to use this opportunity to congratulate someone very, very special. Lady Bisbam, Alagayawo in Nigeria, for the opening of her special Lady Bisbam place where you can buy everything you need for your special occasions. Ashebi Lefera, jewelry Lefera new. They have it in that place. They just opened the place today. It's a brand new. They used to be in a different place. Now there's in a bigger place. People, you need to visit them. Bisbam place. They are also the same thing as Arewa Jewelry on Instagram, and they are also the same as Bisbam Ashoke and Ashebi. You should visit them, honestly. Congratulations, ma'am. We believe that this is just the beginning of greater things to come by the grace of God. If you visit their shop, you come back and thank me. Not be all these people that will collect your money and they will first of all go and use the money to buy something. They already have it there. You see it and you choose. What you see is what you get. So congratulations, ma'am. More grace in Jesus' name. Okay, let's go to our music for today. Thank you for all those people that have been there saying hello to us. Let me see, this is the music I want. Because today is a special occasion, so we want to enjoy it. Thank you so much, everybody. Yes, so let's do this. Yeah, Sister Ajala.
And I never get it boo. So nobody go do me parada. Nothing go take for two. This love when you go find me. I don't time to they follow you to pick a boo. And I don't say I get too much sakara. Maybe now I never get it boo. But right now don't they available. Available. But right now don't they available. Available. Right now don't they available. Share people. If you get my contacts, make sure I go, cause I got you one time. Make sure I go for a very long time. Even if I want time, get it not like it's a continental, go. Koluba Majiso, Koluba Majise, Koluba Majifan, make I don't see you.
Hey, I can't see you dance.
And I never get it boo. So nobody go do me parada. Nothing go take for two. This love when you go find me. I don't have to take
Finish the vibes, so they fed me.
I don't say I get too much sakara. Maybe now I never get it.
Hey, give them.
Right now don't they available.
Yes, sir.
Available. Right now don't they available. Available. Right now don't they available. Available. Right now don't they available. Available. God when you go my body took my monkeys. I don't have peace, one thing that goes in the jeans. When we said go find someone to love. But yeah, you give us get to love. As long as they give me the love. But I don't just say love me day for me. I'm the bad guy.
Give them. My Facebook people, you can give us stars now. You can give us stars, guys, to appreciate what we are doing. Star on Facebook, so pause this music. Well done, everybody that's joined us. Thank you so much to those that are greeting us and saying Happy Valentine. Thank you so much. And congratulations to all of us as well, because, well, it's something that I've come to stay. There's nothing we can do about it. But most importantly, why are we here today? What's our business with Valentine? Eto Igbeyawo, kí ló kàn Eto Igbeyawo pẹ̀lú Valentine? If you listen to that music very well, the guy was saying something like, Valentine is coming and I never get to boo, nobody to do me panana. Hey, he said, even if not singlet, make somebody just dash me now, for this Valentine. But what are we actually talking about today? We are talking about Valentine and the effect of Valentine on the modern African marriage and relationship. Let me put it that way, because it's not every relationship has already ended in marriage, So we're talking about Valentine and the effect of it on the African relationship or marriage. So those of us that are on Facebook and on Instagram, Valentine, is it something that it's our own, or is it a borrowed culture? Is there Valentine from the days of our forefathers, or is it a borrowed culture? Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk. I always like to hear from you. I want to see some love. Some people are sharing love, some people are just quiet. Please, when you're quiet, I'm always feeling lonely in this studio. I'm by myself, apart from the camera. So I need you to tell me. Let's first of all start from there. Valentine, ṣé nǹkan tiwa ni àbí àṣà àyálò? Nígbà tí kò sí Valentine, ọ̀nà wo làwọn bàbá wa, àwọn ìyá wa, ọ̀nà wo ni wọ́n gbà tí wọ́n fi eré ìfẹ́ hàn síra wọn? Now everything is about, on the 14th, everybody goes red, everybody goes Valentine, everybody is about, surprise here and there, you see people wrapping gifts and everything. So please, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about this first. This is the first question I have for us. Pardon me. Valentine, is it our thing? Ṣé nǹkan wa ni àbí àṣà àyálò? Is it an African thing or àbí àṣà àyálò ni? Let's first start from there. And we're going to be asking ourselves a lot of questions today. I'm going to play a lot of music as well. Back in the days, báwo làwọn bàbá wa ṣe máa ń fìfẹ́ hàn síra wọn? Because nowadays, it's all about paranoia, it's all about gifts, It's all about, can you imagine? Thank you so much, ma'am. Auntie Joanne, look, beautiful. I appreciate it so much, ma'am. Somebody said my Valentine. I have a lot of Valentine on this show tonight. Beautiful things. Thanks so much for joining. Okay, back to my question. Valentine, is it our thing or is it borrowed culture? Okay, if whether it's our thing or not, can somebody just let us know? Just let's hear your opinion. Remember, you can call us on this show as well. You can call on +44 7828 500938 +44 7828 500938. And remember that you can also leave your comments on the comments section, and also you can how do you put it now? You can also ask to be in the show, as in send a request. If you want to show your face, that's fine. If you don't want to show your face, that's absolutely fine. But I just want us to first of all establish certain things. Working in your calling. Thank you so much. Says happy Valentine's Day. Says thank you so much, ma. Same to you, ma. Now let's talk about this. Valentine, is it our thing or is it borrowed culture? If it's whether it's our thing or not, is it adding value to the African tradition? African marriage, or is it taking out value? Because even if it's a borrowed culture, as long as it is adding value, we will be happy. But I don't know. I always say every week that when I come here, I always come to learn something new. So celebration of Valentine, does it actually add value to the African marriage, or does it take out value from our own, for our marriage? So, ladies and gentlemen, let me hear your thoughts on this. I have a lot of questions to ask us tonight, and I actually have a lot of music as well to play. Please, how our forefathers, our fathers, how did they celebrate love in the days when there were no Valentines? Nowadays, everybody's looking forward to 14th of February. Does it have to be on the 14th of February before you actually celebrate your spouse? So there's a lot of questions to be asked, honestly. And I really appreciate if you can please not just watch me. Some people are busy admiring my red outfit instead of them to talk. I want to hear from I honestly want to hear from you. And also you can call You can call on +44 7828500093. Thanks to those that are just joining us. Welcome on board. Thank you very, very, very much. Remember, you can share this show. Please remember, you can share. It's so important. Share. Click on the share button. Let people know that the show has started. There's a lot of people on Facebook, and I don't know why people are not talking. Mommy said it's adding value. So Jesus Christ of Nazareth. She said it's actually adding value to what's it called? To gift shops, to card shops, and restaurants. What about our relationships, our marriages? Is Valentine adding value or is taking out value? Saiwan this says it's adding value. So you mean it's adding value to the African marriage? If you say it's adding value, what makes you think it's adding value? In what way? I mean, let's learn from this, because there's a lot of things that are happening nowadays that we can learn from. How is it adding value? Okay, someone just said, although it's a borrowed culture, but it's adding value to us. Can we talk about the ways by in what way is it adding value to the Nigeria? In what way? I would love to know. I would love to learn, because as I always say to us every week, I don't come here to come and tell us how it is done. I come here to learn, and I also come here to share the little that I know. So if you say celebration of Valentine is adding value, somebody says it may be a borrowed culture, but it's adding value to our tradition, our African marriage. Please, in what way, ma? Can somebody please tell me? Thank you, Pocket Spa. Thank you, Alaga Joke. Thank you so much. Welcome on the show. I'm just going to recap on what we're talking about tonight. Tonight we're talking about the celebration of Valentine and the impact of it on our African marriages and relationships. I asked the question: is it a borrowed culture? Is it something that has been even the days of our forefathers? Somebody said it's a borrowed culture. Somebody said it's adding value to our marriage. Somebody said it's actually adding value to card shops, to gift shops and restaurants and swimming pools. Okay, Mommy said it reminds us to celebrate each other. Okay, thank you so much, ma. That is going to take me to the next question. The next question is, like Mommy has said, it reminds us to celebrate each other. Now, do we have to wait until the 14th of February before we celebrate each other as couple? Now, let me read what this person said here. One day, she says, loving each other better, giving gift and renewal of marital vows. What about before Valentine or after Valentine? Can't we do that? Then, Fabulous Funky, thank you so much. I want to read your comments. It says, she says, I understand we're supposed to celebrate love every day, but extra special days like anniversaries, Valentines, and birthdays may be borrowed culture, but if done properly, then it's add value. Thank you so much. I love that. I love the way she has said that. That's coming from Fabulous Funky. Thank you so much for that comment. She said, even though it may be a borrowed culture, even though we're supposed to be celebrating ourselves every single day, but still, to have special days set aside, like Valentine's, like anniversaries, like birthdays, there's absolutely nothing wrong in it if it is done properly. Now, I love the phrase, the but, if it is done properly. That is the major reason we are here today. And I love the way we are coming up. Somebody said no. Please, ma, can you shed more light on that response, ma? Mommy Susanna Alaga, thank you for coming. Okay. Temitope says it should be an everyday affair. Somebody said, I'm by you. Okay. Okay. A dedicated day to show love with your partner. That's good. It's good to have a dedicated day. I like that. We should do it every day. Happy Valentine's, ma. Thank you so much, my mommy divine. Alaga, thank you so much, ma. Auntie Reddy, thank you for joining us. Valentine's special just just like birthdays and wedding anniversaries. That's coming from Instagram. Let me read what's going on Facebook. People are showing love on Facebook. Oh, there's a lot of people on Facebook. Oh, people, there are so many people, and I can only see few comments. Please put your comment. Thank you, Ololade Ajale. In fact, I think I'm going to give Ololade Ajale commenting. I'm going to start giving gifts to the most commenting people. And I think on Instagram, it's probably going to go to Auntie Wande Olajide. And seriously speaking, when we're on a show like this, what keeps us going is comments. Comment is very important. And please, let me remind those of us that are on Facebook, you will see a star, a symbol of star next to your comment section. That symbol of star is telling us that Facebook has, I didn't even know they could give people money. Facebook just sent me a message to say that you've been doing this show for a while and you are entitled to receive star. I'm like, what is star? They said 99 star means 99p. So if you give me 99, whatever, I don't even know. I don't know how to calculate. Anyway, giving us stars means, hey, someone just gave us 50 stars. Yay! So we can see people are giving us stars. So if you give me 50 stars, that's 99p times, 99, that's times 5. That's £5. Thank you so much. I appreciate that person. I don't know who that person is, but I will be able to see it when I get into it. Thank you so much to those who are giving us stars. So as I said to us, I've been doing this. Today is 140th episode that we have done. Episode 140. Yeah. Today is season 14 finale, meaning we've done 140 different. People are giving us stars, so God bless you. Meaning we have done 140 episodes. That means on this show, personally, we have not really had anybody, sponsoring us financially. But God has been helping us to do this. So Facebook, thank you for giving us this opportunity. So those of us who are thank you, man. Seriously, you said you look beautiful in red. Those of us who are on Instagram, if you want to give us time, you can quickly pop onto Facebook, give us time, and go back to Instagram. Pocket Park, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Okay, I asked a question earlier about how our forefathers were celebrating. Oluwatosi Oguntunde Fawole, thank you so much. She said, it is a borrowed culture, but love should be expressed every day so that there will be happy home, and which will reduce depression on we married people, not just women, men and women as well. Working in your calling says, love should be shown every day, not just on Valentine's Day. Now, thank you, Tonya Shamu. Thank you. She gave us stars. I'm trying to see those who are giving us security. Hey, thank you so much for giving us stars. Oh, thank you. People are giving us stars. Yay! God bless you. Okay, I was asking a question about how our forefathers used to celebrate themselves back. This one now. That man was talking about nobody's doing me parana, nobody's giving me, even if it's singlet. Apart from gifts and all those, how did our forefathers celebrate themselves back in the days? Now, let's quickly listen to this music.
Send money internationally with low fees with Remitly.
Sorry.
Sign up and send now.
Àwọn yẹn ti ń ṣe polówó ọ̀fẹ́ lórí program wa. Sorry about that. So, I'm just going to go to this particular music just to remind ourselves of what our forefathers used to do back in their own days. Hey, we can borrow a cue from our forefathers. Please, let's keep the stars coming. Hey. Oh yeah, hey, daddy àti mommy. If daddy is at home, mommy. Oh, daddy. Thank you. Tonya Shamusi, thank you, ma. Only you cook nice food to show love. You love the song. Do you understand the song? I love traditional Miami. Ìlọsíwájú ọkọ ọmọ lọ́wọ́ aya o. Ìlọsíwájú aya o. Kẹwọ́ sí kọ́lá yọ̀lẹ́. Love is in the air o. Ó yá, wọ́n tẹ̀ mí o. Happy Valentines. I can imagine back in the days. Yes, sir.
Bébí mi jọ̀wọ́ ò jẹ́ ká jọ máa gbádùn. Àyà tó mọ yá yìí ló ń ṣe jẹ́ ọkọ rẹ̀.
Ẹ̀yin mọ́ mi ẹ̀ pa wọ́n dájú o.
Ẹ kò máa ṣe gbà. Pátẹ́mi ò bẹ̀bí pátẹ́mi ò pátẹ́mi ò.
That's coming from our father, Chief Ebenezer Obey. You know, and we're talking about how this used to be celebrated back in the days. You know, thank you so much, Abike Dialaga. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us, Mama Odele. Me too. I love this song. They said I love this song. A lot of people are saying they love this song. I love the song as well. But I could see people dancing before you came on the show. For those of you that are just joining, Asha Valentine, Shasha Wani. Is it a borrowed culture? Is it our culture? And people, a lot of people have said it's a borrowed culture. And we don't ask a question, does it add value to our relationship and marriage? People said it has added value, to be honest. It reminded us to celebrate one another. And then we did talk about the fact that, okay, it reminded us to say, do we have to wait on the 14th? You know, you don't know, Mommy Susan. Do we have to wait on the 14th of February every year to wear red before we know that we are supposed to celebrate each other? Then somebody actually answered that question very well. She said, well, there's nothing wrong in celebrating one another every single day, but there's absolutely nothing wrong also in setting a day aside. I mean, some special days aside, like for Valentine's Day, then also for birthdays, anniversaries, and so on. Pardon me, to celebrate one another. There's absolutely nothing wrong. So all we just need to do is to remember that we need to celebrate ourselves. Now, I want to say this to us as well. This is coming from me. One of the reasons why people are not celebrating themselves is because they don't anything celebrate or they celebrate anybody. So sometimes self-love, how much do you love yourself as well? So we need to also bear that in mind, that we need to first of all love ourselves before we do. Now, and I want us to go back to that word. I think that came from Fabulous Funky on Instagram. She said it should be done in the proper way. It should be done in the proper way. Loving each other and celebrating Valentine, if it is done in the proper way, there is nothing wrong in it. Now, my question is, what are proper ways to celebrate Valentines? What are improper ways to celebrate Valentine? Àwọn ọ̀nà wo ló jẹ́ ọ̀nà tó tọ́ tó bójúmu láti celebrate Valentine? Àwọn ọ̀nà wo ló tún wá jẹ́ ọ̀nà tí kò tọ́ tí kò bójúmu láti celebrate Valentine? That's the next question I want us to talk about. And while I'm waiting for people's response. Is it possible to actually celebrate Valentine in a wrong way? First of all, let's answer yes or no. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo fẹ́ gbọ́ àwọn èèyàn tó wà lórí Facebook. Èrò pọ̀ lórí Facebook yìí o. I don't know why people are not talking o. You know, people on Instagram are actually responding. Number one, let's first of all ask, is it possible to celebrate Valentine in the wrong way? I mean, should I say, is that a wrong way? Is that a right way? Yes or no? So possible can you Valentine the wrong way? Celebrating it, is there a wrong way of celebrating Valentine? Or is that a right way of celebrating Valentine? Let's just first of all answer that. First, we will establish that fact before we can now say, okay, we move on to the next thing. Thank you so much for joining, ma'am. Auntie Joanna Malara, thank you so much for joining. So, ladies and gentlemen, is it possible to celebrate this love that we're talking about, especially on a day like this? Is it possible to celebrate it in the wrong way? Ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ dáhùn ìbéèrè yẹn náà kó tó di pé àwa lọ sí nǹkan tó kàn next, which is very, very important, which is why and the major reason why I actually came here today, you know, to talk about Valentine. You know, the major reason celebrating it is good. Okay, what are the right way? What are the not right ways to celebrate it? Everybody is gone quiet though, and when everybody is quiet like this, me, I'm always worried though. Facebook people, remember that you can give us stars. Thanks to those that are giving us stars. I can see a lot of stars came in. Almost 1,000 stars. Yay! Thank you so much. Thank you, Abike Dialaga. Thank you so much, sis. She said, yes, it is possible to celebrate in the wrong way. Oh yeah, like aside examples, what are the wrong ways by which, hello ma'am, Auntie Joella, what are the wrong ways that people can celebrate or that people go about celebrating Valentine? Ẹ ká wo náà, ọ̀nà wo ni ó dá, ọ̀nà wo ni kò dá tí àwọn èèyàn ń gbà tí wọ́n ti ń celebrate Valentine? Àwọn ọ̀nà wo ló dá, àwọn ọ̀nà wo ni ò dá? Let's talk about it. You know, because me, I always say to us every week, I don't come here to come and tell us how to run homes, how to do these things, how to do that. I always come here every day to learn from other people. Especially for those of us who are the younger generation. Back in the days, our parents, they knew how they went about this. They knew how to do now. If we are not responding, which I said we can call us as well, remember, we can call on +447828500938, or you can also send me a request to be in the show. For example, you can send a request to join the live show to express yourself. Now, let me play this soundtrack for us to hear. Talking about right or no right way to celebrate. And please, if you can hear me, kindly let me know. It's so important.
How not to celebrate Valentine? Number one, don't give sex as a Valentine gift except the person involved is your husband or your wife. Remember, the Bible says your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit. Number two, no false marriage proposal. It's a season where people do a lot of things and all, and some don't really mean it. Don't do it because your friends are doing it. Number three, don't feel empty and intimidated because you have no relationship and everybody else, maybe husband, wife, and all that.
Let's pause there. This man of God here has spoken about two things. No, I always say, this is not a religious show, but some things are just like morally correct and some are not. Now, let me first of all read what somebody said on Instagram. Abike Dialaga, she said, I was asking us what are the wrong ways by which people can celebrate Valentine. She said, when a single is celebrating with a married man went to celebrate Valentine with a single person. Obviously, that is totally wrong. You know, our culture does not support stuff like that. So let's forget that this is not a religious show, but still on this show we preach morals. In our Yoruba tradition, in our African tradition, no African tradition will support a single person going to celebrate Valentine with another person's husband or wife. You know, so obviously that's a very good one. But going by what this man of God said, somebody said you don't use sex as a gift on Valentine's, especially if you're not married. So somebody just say, because I want to prove my love to you. I don't know, these days when I posted that video, people they were sending me, somebody said, hey, you are telling Generation Z and Generation Z, Generation X, or whatever they call them, you are telling them that it doesn't work for this generation. Let's talk about that. You know, what works for this generation, what doesn't work for this generation, according to our own culture as well. Back in the days, where we talk about everything traditional wedding, àwọn nǹkan tí ó gbé àṣà wa ní àrùgẹ. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbé ìpè tó wọlé. Hello, ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́. Hello
ma, ẹ kú ètò.
Ẹ ṣé ma, ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́ ma, ẹ jẹ́ bá dárúkọ yín.
Adélé ló ń sọ̀rọ̀.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò yìí. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò yìí ma.
Ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́ ma o, ẹ
Thank you, ma.
kú ètò.
Ẹ ṣé ma, God bless you.
A ní ká sáré dá sétò ní pápápá.
Ẹ ṣé ma, thank you ma.
Ṣé nǹkan tí ẹ gbé sílẹ̀ ní èmi yìí, nǹkan tó yẹ kó jẹ́ pé a máa ṣe ní every time ni. But question tẹ́ béèrè yìí pé báwo la ṣe lè ṣe in the wrong way, báwo la ṣe lè ṣe in the right way. I don't want to repeat nǹkan tí kìíní fídíò tẹ́ play yẹn àti voice clip tẹ́ play yẹn wípé káwọn ọ̀dọ́ wa kọ́ má gbé àwọn sílẹ̀ títí. But the most important thing ni wípé a sọ pé ọjọ́ olólùfẹ́ ni, that is love, is the most important, is the subject matter of today. And God is love. So therefore, anything that will not glorify God, because God is love, if we are doing it, whether on the Valentine's Day or not on Valentine's Day, is the wrong way of doing the Valentine. Anything that will not, because we are saying that don't give your body to, so that the people that are not married, even some of us that are married, we can even do it in a wrong way. Because some people will just be say, oh, talk on your Valentine present for me, no, let's go not funny. No, even if it is just a statement, Valentine's message, just to reassure you that, you are my vow forever and all that. It does not really matter until you see where appreciate no. That is for the marriage people married people. So it is not only that we pray because Mama focus lori married and that one is we say, oh, don't use your body for Valentine's gift and all that. Our married people gone up and they say in the wrong way. By laying emphasis on say, oh, take for me Valentine present, or take shaking or this and that. No. And Kadema go Aguala go maybe roses or anything or big thing present. If your husband can just do a Valentine's message just to reassure you that, I love you and this, that is enough. So, but we should just be focused on God is love. Anything that will not glorify God, anything that will bring shame to God, if we are doing it on Valentine's Day, it's a wrong one, in my own opinion.
God bless you, ma. Amari Bao, God bless you, ma. Thank you. God bless you, ma. That's coming from our, yes, ma. Bye, ma. That's coming from our mommy Susanna Laga. And I really like the point she just pointed out now. Number one, we're talking about love. And the number one love is God. God is love. So anything that will not make God happy, we shouldn't do it. That's one way. That is one way to actually cap it all. Anything that we feel that it will offend God. What's the point of celebrating Valentine when the owner of the day, which is God, God is love. When we are offending God, anything that will offend God, we shouldn't do it. Happy Valentine. Happy Valentine to you too, ma. Mommy Joella Monara says, for me, I think loving and celebrating love should be a daily and everyday thing, not just Valentine's Day. For me, true love does not hurt. Yes, everybody has said that as well, that it shouldn't be on Valentine's Day, but there's absolutely nothing wrong in also celebrating Valentine. Now, I had a lot of questions I wanted to ask. The man I was speaking earlier said something about do not be carried away by what you see around, especially in this day of social media. Hell, mommy, Susan no sonsi, money, that is causing a lot of trouble in marriages. My husband's friend gave her a car. Now it will bring me to a video that I sent earlier. There is this video that I sent earlier about a woman who woke up in the morning, prepared herself a special breakfast, and put flower next to her bed, and then she went back to sleep, and then she woke up and acted like she was surprised. I sent that thing out to a lot of people, and I said, is there anything wrong in me surprising myself on special occasion, especially on Valentine, especially if I know that I have an unromantic husband? I had a lot of responses though. But before I talked about the responses I had, Edjo, is there anything wrong in what that woman did? Somebody even did one. The person arranged a parara. You know what parara is? Parara, parara, parara. How many of us know what parara is? Somebody arranged parara for herself on Valentine's Day. Somebody arranged parara. Is there anything wrong in me surprising myself or buying a gift for myself as a woman or even as a man on Valentine's Day? I have a partner or I don't have a partner. Is there anything wrong in me buying gift or surprising myself on Valentine's Day? Pardon me. Fabulous Funky. She says, like Mommy Susan said, don't spend money you don't have or demand what your spouse cannot afford in the name of Valentine. Yes, very, 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 very important. And that's why I was asking about the wrong way of celebrating Valentine. A lot of people after tonight, some family will actually scatter. Some marriage will actually end tonight. Why? Because of what Fabulous Funky has just said now. When you start giving your husband or your wife hell on earth, because not even because you didn't buy gift alone, no, because you want a particular kind of gift that your friend's husband gave. You know that some marriage will actually break tonight. It's not that I'm prophesying doom, you know. So that's another wrong way of celebrating it, when you are insisting that your spouse should give you what he cannot afford. Absolutely nothing wrong in surprising herself. Okay, I think Auntie Abike Alaga, she's responding to what I said. If you don't celebrate yourself, who will? Okay, thank you so much, man. And on Facebook, Kilo Shele, quiet. I want to hear from you. Facebook, they're actually answering. They're answering. Yay! What is scroll on you? Yay! They've said a lot of things. I can't find it though. Yay! What is lost? Okay. MC Monite, good evening, ma. Thank you for joining. She said nothing is wrong in celebrating oneself. If you don't appreciate yourself, no one will. But don't go out of your means. Okay. I asked a question about, is there anything wrong if I decide to say, my husband, Kofi Sheka. Maybe your own husband is like mine. Koma Sheka. He doesn't have to do any banana for anybody, even himself. So if I now decide on my own, on Valentine's Day, I'm going to surprise myself. I make arrangements, somebody come and deliver to me. Even the money, I may end up collecting double from himself. But some people are just not, they're just not, they're just not out for it. And if anytime other people are celebrating, then people are receiving gifts, maybe you understand that kind of thing, and I don't really have anybody to do it to me. Not that I don't have a husband, not that I don't have a spouse, but the spouse just cannot be bothered. And then we just said, okay, I decided to celebrate myself anyway. If you don't celebrate me, I asked if it is wrong. People said there's nothing wrong. Somebody actually messaged me when I sent that thing out. Person said you rubbish. It could make sense. Everybody to their own opinion. And I told the person that I would do it. I can do it to myself. I've done it before. I surprised myself. I ordered gift and it arrived on Valentine's Day. It will look coming. I ended up collecting the money from my husband. Okay, Mommy Adele Ogun says you can buy gift for yourself anytime, not only on Valentine. You are right, ma. But now we are talking specifically about Valentine. Let me see what this person said. Oh my God! Go comment to Facebook. Okay, now let me go to the next question. The next question I have here is: I noticed that most of us women, we always expect that our husbands or our men should be the one always giving us gifts. It's so common. And I want to ask now, the question I have is, who should the gift come from? Should it always be from the men, or should it be from both ways? And then also, I noticed that when men give, a man can give a whole, I don't even know, a whole car key. And we women will go and buy boxers. I don't know if it's only me that sees it like that too. Or we women, the best we probably buy will be perfume or something. So people, who should the gift come from? Is it from the wife or from both sides? Let me read the comments here. Somebody said, to be honest, the feeling is not the same. The feeling is not the same when you buy for yourself. Yeah, it may not be the same. Yeah, that's true. It may not be the same. That's not. To be honest, we are not preaching that. Because I cannot buy for myself, we're not preaching that. Okay, men, since they are not buying, so we just automatically step into that shoe. You know your spouse better, and sometimes it's a way of retaining your sanity. Korima bayi. You know, some people, just because of this gift, some people will cry the whole day today. I'm telling you, they'll be so upset. So why would you put yourself in that kind of situation? Why would you put yourself in that kind of state of mind? You know, that's what I'm saying. So if no man is doing it, you know, instead of you getting upset or ruining the whole day for yourself, getting angry, why don't you do it to yourself and make yourself happy? I understand the feeling may not be the same, but sometimes you just have to help yourself out. Okay, Eluyemi, she said you are right. Yes, thank you, ma. Let me read what Auntie Joella said. She said, remember, love is patience, love is kind, it does not envy, It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It does not record. I think she was trying to keep more on that. It does not record wrongs. Okay. God will help us. So I hope we will understand that too. MC Munai said it should be from both. Okay. Somebody said cry bawo. You'll be surprised. Oh, some women will cry today. Their eyes will be almost out. So in order not to put yourself in that kind of situation, you shouldn't be that. You shouldn't be that bad. If you notice that giving gifts, if your spouse does not give you gifts, it's going to upset you to the point of crying or making yourself miserable or getting angry or really buy gifts for yourself. I will do it, but some people say they can't do it, which is fine. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Somebody said cry, but yeah, people cry because of stuff like this. You'll be surprised. Let me read. Let me pick up the call that's coming in. Hello, good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, ma. Welcome to the show. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Joella Johnson. I'm coming from Harold KXS.
Oh, thank you so much, ma'am. Good evening. Good evening, ma. Welcome to the show, ma.
Thank you. My contribution is about, I think it's a personal thing, and for me, it's all about self-love. So even if you're buying anything for yourself, it doesn't matter. So like me, every month after I've worked, I buy myself a gift. Because I know I've worked hard, so I make sure I take care of myself. Today, I bought myself a chocolate. I want to take it out to say something nice that I love. I bought it for myself. So it's all about just taking care of yourself. And even when I was still in a relationship, I still buy stuff for myself, even on Valentine's Day, because it's what I like. It's just me. And that's what I believe for everybody, that everybody should just have a way of taking care of themselves, self-love. It's not about Valentine's Day. You see something nice, you buy it for yourself. It's not that even if you're in a relationship or not. So I think it doesn't matter, even if you don't have anybody to buy it for you and you see something nice and you're by yourself, instead of you moping around in the home, order yourself a nice meal, have a wine on the table, watch a good movie, and that's it. And before you know it, you're not even thinking about anything.
Thank you
it's
so
all
much.
About self-love. You need to take care about yourself. Even if you're living in a relationship and you have a boyfriend or husband and you don't love yourself first, this is where problems arises. And then, you didn't buy me this, you didn't buy me that. But when you're content within yourself, you're happy within yourself, whatever it is to you, you'll be content with it. There's no competition there, and see this, you see that, and see that, you see that. No. So it first comes within yourself, be content within yourself, be happy within yourself, have that self-love, and then everything else comes to place.
Thank you so much, ma. Thank you so much, ma. We appreciate your love and your support and your contribution all the time. God bless you, ma. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma. Have a blessed evening. Yes, ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Somebody said from both. Yeah, I think we're talking about who should it come from. Should it come from one side or the other? But we say it should be coming from both. Temito basically said it should come from, gift should come from both sides. Now, let's read what MC Munaji said. The feeling might not be the same when you buy for yourself. I think that's what she's trying to say. But you're passing a message to somebody's son to know how to appreciate you. You're right. Sometimes they don't even know not to know that, some people want not to know that, they don't even know. So you have to pass a message to them. Now, Oluwabumi, the dear Badmus, she said, you can celebrate yourself every day and every day buying gifts and whatever you can afford. But going out of the way on Valentine's Day to do all that is not good for your mental health. Because to me, it's like having two personalities. I cannot bring myself to be surprised about what I give myself. Well, that's why we're all different and we have to know what is good for us. Because somebody did it and they're okay with it does not mean that you should do it. If you know that mental health wise it's not going to work for you, it's okay if you don't do it. I appreciate that comment. Thank you so much. And a lot of people have been commenting. Now, before I move too fast, I want us to talk about how we can support people that are not in a position to receive gifts from any spouse. For example, there are widows. Some people are just being widowed. Some people have been widowed for a while and they're still young and vibrant, but they don't have anybody else yet. There are divorcees in our community. There are people that are divorced. There are even people that are of relationship age. They are of marriageable age. There's nobody that is really come to them. At this point in time, we can imagine. Ṣebí we àwa ń yọ̀ là ń complain pé ẹnìkan fún mi ní gift àbí gift tó fún mi kéré. Have we thought about people that are in situations that today will probably just arouse some emotions in them? How can we support them? How can we celebrate this kind of people? You know, because sometimes we get carried away. We are so insensitive in our own celebration, you know, that we forget that there are people on the other side of the story. So we're talking about the young widows. I think what I want to darúgbó tẹ́gbẹ́ àwọn ọmọ bí àwọn ọmọ wọn tẹ̀lé máa celebrate wọn and everything. Àwọn kan àti pé they are young widows. There are people that are actually of marriageable or relationship age. They don't have anybody. Not they did anything wrong, but they don't have anybody. How can we support this kind of people? Let's talk about that before I forget. Let's talk about that because it's so important as well. Our society today, we get so carried away that we don't even remember that there are other people from the other side that are not having it just as easy as we are having it. So, ladies and gentlemen, how can we, as we are celebrating Valentine, we're talking about Valentine, we're talking about celebration of Valentine, we're talking about the impact of it on marriage, the impact of it, how it is blessing marriages. How can we support? How can we support people that are actually you know, that are of marriageable age but they don't have any spouse, or those that are just the widow? Please, let's talk about that. That's very important to me. I want to learn tonight. How can we support them? How can we celebrate them? How can we carry them along? How can we make them feel good, you know, for themselves? And there are some singles as well. So the mature singles. There are some divorcees, you know, that have divorced. How can we help them to celebrate during this time? And why is everybody going quiet? Everyone go quiet too. I need help in this one. Eluyemi, thank you, ma'am. She said we can send them a message to them, wishing them happy Valentine. Thank you so much, ma'am. At least that would be the least that we can do. That would be the least that we can do. Sending them message to say happy Valentine. We shouldn't forget that there are some people on the other side that will probably arouse some things in them and make them feel like, oh God, you know, how I wish. Somebody says send them gifts and messages. Now, sending them gifts and messages is a very good one. In this day and age as well, we need to be careful. There are ways that we do things that your intention may be positive and somebody may misinterpret, especially if it's the opposite sex. How do I put it? So MC Moonite ma, can you please shed more light on that? I know what you mean, but just for the sake of people that may be watching us and may not understand. For example, if I have a friend or a colleague or someone that has been widowed, the person is a widower, and I say, come on, I feel bad, Monora gift phone. Am I not going to trigger something? So I'm just thinking, how can we do it and not get in trouble? She said, if you have them as friends, you can send gifts or take them out if you can afford it. Okay, you can take them out if you can afford it. As long as your own spouse is not in the way, you can create time for them. You can invite them to maybe other events, and there are so many events that they are doing nowadays to celebrate singles. There's a program that some of one of the ladies I invited here the other time does. She says single mingles, and one auntie is also doing one for the widow, for the divorcees. She had it yesterday. It was a show to celebrate and stuff like that. We can buy the ticket for the event for them so that they can go out and have fun. Because you understand? So we need to put them in mind as well. Somebody said hang out with them with your own spouse. Igbeyawo aláyọ̀ alága. Only you can hang out with them with your own spouse. Depending on the relationship, don't go and hang out with somebody with your spouse that you will not just be wondering, but what happened? We have to do things with moderation and with wisdom and everything. It depends on the relationship. If you have good relationship and you know that the person will be taking them out with your spouse, I'm not sure about it. It may be a little bit somehow, maybe you and the person can arrange an outing together, because we have to be careful. I'm not sure how our love from color and shanu for you know, because they are human and your spouse is also human. I know we trust our spouses and all of that, but we have to be careful. You know, may we not be in trouble. I know you're me, but me need to feel no sorrow. But sure, MC Mona, she said, sometimes involve your spouse. Might all be always do this. Okay, if there's a good relationship within you and that person, of course you can involve them. You can, you know, if you trust your spouse and you know that they can handle the situation, yes, you can. As long as the other person is not going to read any meaning to it. The reason why I brought that up is, we get carried away celebrating. If God has blessed us with good spouse, whether good spouse or not, we are complaining that one spouse were romantic. Some people they are complaining of not even having any spouse at all. You know, so let's have them in mind. Let's pray for them. Let's talk to them. Let's encourage them. Let's, you know, we can send them gifts. You know, like somebody said, we can send them Valentine good messages. We can arrange programs, events. You know, there are so many events that they are arranging nowadays. They are organizing nowadays. You can talk to me. I know a few that they are organizing for the singles. And when I say singles, I'm not talking about those that are yet to be married alone. I'm talking about those that have been widowed, those that are divorced, you know. So they have a program that they organize for them, and it's a paid event, so you can actually pay, you know, for that person to attend that kind of event, and that will help them to at least know that Valentine did not just go. No, let me play the rest of that video. Let me play the rest of
You're
that.
Empty and intimidated. Number 4, love for your spouse, for your husband, or for your wife should be an everyday affair and not just a day in a year. Gifts, love should be an everyday affair and not just a day in a year. Number 5, don't be in debt because you want to prove a point. Don't throw a party you cannot afford. Don't buy a car you cannot afford because you want to prove a point. Thank you.
God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know, we were playing this video and talking about things, ways not to celebrate Valentine, you know. And another thing is that the person speaking there has said that we shouldn't do is, don't be intimidated. If the person like, let them build a whole house for their own spouse. That shouldn't be your own problem. And he said, don't go and throw a party that you cannot afford. And we mama bossy base leni. And at the end of the day, if they're not even married, the relationship would be probably end today, you know, and they would now be complaining. Then the man of God talked about that we should be careful about false proposals. Today, you'll be seeing a lot of people kneeling down saying, will you marry me? Just to tickle the fancies of the other person. They don't mean it. He said, don't do a false proposal just to, you know, those kind of things. After the day, they will not say, maybe I just did it for the camera and everything. You know, those are the ways never to celebrate Valentine. We have just about 5 minutes more to the end of the show. So we've talked about the good ways, the good positive things that this can do. Take your spouse out, you know, say nice things to your spouse, buy gifts for your spouse, buy gifts for yourself. The gift should come from both sides, doesn't have to be from one side. The way to celebrate, say nice things. Somebody said cook good meal. I like that. You can cook good meal for your spouse, make yourself, you know, available. We've talked about the fact that it is not only on Valentine's Day that we should celebrate each other or one another as spouses as well. So we should bear in mind. And then we also talk about the fact that Valentine is a borrowed culture for real, but it's adding value to our tradition, to our culture. It's not taken out if it is done properly. A lot of ways we can do it properly, and a lot of ways that we can do it wrongly as well. So let's bear in mind not to do it wrongly. Now, MC Monite says something here that I would like to re-emphasize. She said, if the person that you know, when we're talking about how to help those that are single or widowed or divorcee, how to help them in this situation, how to celebrate them. She said, if the person is opposite side, you can involve your spouse in, you know, celebrating that person, so that when you will raise hope and learning. For example, maybe this person is single and I'm beginning to give them gifts. So if you know that will lead to that, involve your spouse. That's what MC Monat is trying to say. Thank you so much, ma. Igbeyawo Alaga. She said, if it's possible side you're hanging out with, I think it's the opposite side. If it's opposite side that you're hanging out with, I think it is better to involve your spouse. Yes, that's what we've just finished talking about. I pray God will help us. So marriage is something that I personally, I know nowadays out there, a lot of people are saying, hey, forget about it. Marriage is a scam. Marriage is rubbish. Marriage is that. I personally am a pro marriage. I'm not saying that I have the best of marriage. I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm not a marriage counselor. I'm not a marriage expert. But every week ni mo máa ń sọ fún wa lórí ètò yìí nǹkan tí mo wá ń ṣe níbí báyìí ni wípé kí wá kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lọ́dọ̀ yín. I will learn something new from you. The little I know, I will also say it. Àjíjọ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lọ́dọ̀ ara wa. Àwa tún jíjọ gbé àṣà ìṣe Yorùbá lárugẹ. A tún wá gbé ìgbéyàwó ní arugẹ. We need to kind of seal the mouth of people that now celebrate immorality and say marriage is too overrated. Like, marriage. No, let us be careful. Our mommy Ayodele said some people will do anything to trend on social media, especially on a day like this and propose. Yes, in the day of social media, people just want to do something for the social media. Who is deceiving who? I pray that God will help us. We need to focus. Wisdom is profitable in everything we do. But obviously, Valentine is a good thing, and we should celebrate it at all times. I love love. I enjoy this season. I mean, I like attention. I love Valentine. I love celebrating love, but still not in a not in the wrong way. Not in a way that that somebody will now be saying, hey, I don't know. I don't even know how to. Anyway, I'll just take this one song, and then we will go for the night, and then we will know that today is let's make sure that we enjoy is feeling good. Let's enjoy this song. Let us make sure that another thing that we can do is to sing songs to ourselves. Back in the days, our fathers used to sing songs to themselves. Akọrin fúnra wọn pé olómi jọ̀wọ́ ó jẹ́ ká jọ máa gbádùn. Àyà tó mọ yáyí ló ṣe kẹ́. But nowadays, nobody sings anymore. Nobody, I don't know. There are songs that we can still sing that are like nice songs that we can sing to ourselves. Mr. Prosecutor said, if you have them as friends, you can send them gifts, take them out if you can afford it. Yeah, very important. I want you to they come. Hey, the next 2 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you like to read you,
Oh yeah.
I want to my feet to fancy our daddy right here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Abio, I don't blame you, Jared. And simple night. How you doing? Yeah.
The only one that I'm missing. When you bring me joy and blessing.
Give them.
That I love you. And I can't wait to say I do.
Yeah.
But before we walk down the aisle, I just wanna let you know that you're the finest.
Yeah.
Right, you'll be the finest thing I've seen.
You're the brightest. Yeah.
Ain't gonna shine in a little like me.
You're the brightest. Yeah.
When it comes to acting, you're the lead. My princess, my only one love. I just wanna let you know that no one be like you. See, I go different places, I've seen many faces. No one be like you. So they can't replace you, 'cause you
Yeah,
know
what's
this.
it?
No
Oh
one
my
be
God,
like you. You're driving me crazy, 'cause
Give
you know
them.
that, baby. No one be like you.
Yeah.
No one like you.
Not like you.
No
Hello, calling for our daddy, oh.
one like you.
Sing for daddy, oh. Fabulous funky. What's it? Jerry wants it.
Before I met you, there was no possibility for me to be rescued. But thank God I found you, yeah. I cannot do without you.
Yeah.
Now sing that they go different places. I've seen many faces that cannot replace you.
Anyway, you're still waiting. Sing it. Yeah.
You're the finest thing I've seen.
You're the brightest. Yeah.
The way you're shining, the flame like me.
You're the finest.
When it comes to acting, you're the lead.
Yeah.
My princess, the only one lover. Yeah. It's about to let you know that no one be like you. See, I don't know different places I've seen.
Yeah.
No one be like
Hello, calling for our daddy, oh.
no one be like you. You're driving me crazy 'cause you are my baby. No one be like you.
Yeah.
No one,
Yeah.
no one like you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, we have to go and continue this song. Go and continue that song with your spouse and some nice songs, ladies and gentlemen. The song is another thing that we can use to actually enjoy yourselves. Daddy, come and hear song you need to sing for me. It's not only daddy that should sing song for us, we women should also sing to our husbands as well. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an awesome episode. Love is the greatest. Love overcome everything, no matter what. Go and sing to Dazi. Hello, Cornful Zazi. Zazi, no, Cornful mommy. Today is those of you that have not cooked, go and cook and put it in a special dish. You understand what I'm saying? So, ladies and gentlemen, I pray that our home will be blessed like Barolong. Ilé wa máa rojú, ọ̀nà wa máa ráyè. Lórí ètò ìgbéyàwó lẹ́ni ní ìpele àti abala ìfẹ́ àyájọ́ ìfẹ́ yìí tó ń pè ní Valentine Day yìí. I want to really appreciate everybody for coming on the show. It's been a very amazing episode and I'm so grateful. And I just want to let us know that love is the greatest. We should just keep it flying. Don't let anybody talk you out of faith. Don't let anybody tell you that marriage is a scam. Don't let anybody make you feel bad for celebrating your spouse. Nobody scam lọ́dọ̀ tiwọn, kò ṣe scam lọ́dọ̀ tiwa. Love is good. Thank you so much, my mommy. Mommy Susan Alaga, Emma Bino. I really appreciate you, ma. God bless you. Thank you for all that you do. God bless you. Thank you, Kemosi. Thank you, everybody. Thank you those that give us star on Facebook. We really appreciate you. Remember that you can still watch this show after, and you can still keep giving us stars on Facebook. Thank you ever so much. Love is a beautiful thing. Ọlọ́run á fún wa ṣe lágbára Ọlọ́run. Gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ń rí àdójúkọ nínú ìrìn àjò ìfẹ́ wọn, Ọlọ́run á bá wa dáwọ́lé wọn. Mo wá fẹ́ sọ fún wa lẹ́ni pé a ní rí jù báyìí lọ lórí ètò ìgbéyàwó lẹ́ni. Èmi Olúwàbùnmáyà Ọ̀ṣíbẹ̀rù mo ti sọ fún wa pé lílọ ni mò ń lọ yìí o. Ogun lọ kò dé dé bá mi. Ogun dé kò bá wọn kò wá ní dé tiyín. Dé sí yín lórúkọ Jésù. Bí iṣẹ́ lọ lẹ́ni lọ́sẹ̀ tó bọ̀ máa tún dé láyé àtàlàáfíà máa wá bá yín. Mo wá fàsìkò yìí náà dúpẹ́ lọ gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ṣagbátẹrù ètò ẹ ṣé iléeṣẹ́ yóò ní jóná. Ọwọ́ yín á máa ròkè. Wọ́n sọ fún wọn wípé láyọ̀ la ó máa pàdé o. Wọ́n ní láyọ̀ la ó máa pàdé o. Ẹ̀yin ò ní forígun, èmi ò ní fẹsẹ̀ kọ o. Mọ́tò yòówù ká lè wọ̀ kó ní forí sọ̀gì o. Láyọ̀ la ó máa pàdé. Láyọ̀ la ó máa pàdé o. See you next week as we start a brand new season of Eto Igbeyawo. Season 15 is coming. God bless you. Have a beautiful day and enjoy the rest of Valentine celebration. Bye. Ẹ ṣeun.
Traditional wedding. Ẹ̀bùn lóríṣiríṣi many things away. Best of traditional wedding. Kí lorúkọ ètò náà? Best of traditional wedding. Ètò ìgbéyàwó tó kọ́ ni lọ́gbọ́n. Best of traditional wedding.
Thank you so much, everybody. Hey,
Ètò best of traditional wedding ló lọ lọ́wọ́. Kí lorúkọ ètò náà? Best of traditional wedding. Ètò ìgbéyàwó tó kọ́ ni lọ́gbọ́n. Best of traditional wedding. Every Tuesday on Instagram. Every Tuesday on Facebook. 6 p.m. UK time. Every Tuesday on Facebook. Ètò ìgbéyàwó tó fún mi lóye. Best of traditional wedding. Ètò ìgbéyàwó tó fún mi lóye.
Best of traditional wedding. Thank you so much, everybody. See you next week by the grace of God.